Sykkuno is one of the least people on the internet you would have expected this scandal from.
Scraps of food.
He's
So
gonna
we
kill
took him in.
Broden.
We fed him. We raised him.
He's gonna kill Broden.
We gave him jobs. And one day,
He's
we
gonna
saw
kill
it
Broden
fit
first.
to make him a made member of our family and gave him the most important job, protecting the Dawn. But that wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. He wanted more.
The
he
music.
took a hit to kill the very man he swore to protect.
The music.
Why'd you do it, Capo Broden?
Why'd you do it,
Why'd you
Broden?
do it?
Like, genuinely. The man built his entire career on being the one streamer who wasn't doing anything weird. No drama, no beef, no allegations. Just a quiet guy playing games with his friends and going home. That was the whole thing, and people loved him for it. So when a 32-page document dropped on April 10th accusing him of being a serial cheater, a manipulator, and a predator, the internet genuinely did not know what to do with that information. We're going to go through all of it, from the beginning. Sykkuno's real name is Thomas. He's 34, born in Southern California, Chinese and Vietnamese. And before streaming was ever on the table, this man had a master's degree in statistics and was working as a software developer.
Well, dude, retail seems like the worst thing ever.
What?
Streaming seems like a dream job. I'll say it's not perfect, and like to think it's a cakewalk is just wrong. It's very stressful, right? Especially because for the average person, right, they're not used to it. Like when I had a regular job, the stability was great. No matter what happened, unless I did something like I blew up the building or something crazy, I knew I was getting paid this much every week. I could plan my week. Well, I got paid every 2 weeks, but you know, I could plan it out. I'd be ready for it. Streaming's not like that, and obviously now I got a good YouTube deal. I don't worry too much. But for any other streamer, it's like, and I've seen it happen before where they're like, yo guys, I might not be able to pay rent this month. I got to do a subathon or something, you know? And that can be stressful. It definitely can be. But so there's some things that are more stressful, but I'd say in general, it's a nice job.
He started uploading League of Legends videos in 2011, faceless. No camera, no drama, no personality branding. Just commentary over gameplay for a small audience who somehow stuck around for years. Most people would have quit. He didn't.
Yeah, so do I.
I'll be back in like a minute. Just
Okay,
I'm gonna stand by the tower.
we can take shifts.
Yeah, you can stay there though. You'll be fine.
You know, next thing I know, there's a Gatorade bottle right next to me, so I finished my Gatorade. I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. Hey, let's keep the profanity out of the chat box, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're forgiven this.
Oh no. Fuck. Okay,
Guys, I'm scared. There's an Udyr and an Ash.
2 stuns.
Uh-oh!
The thing is, all of them are like good characters, but we don't know if they're trolling.
Bathroom.
Lily Pichu eventually convinced him to stream on Twitch properly in 2019, and then 2020 happened. Among Us blew up, and suddenly Thomas from Southern California was in lobbies with Pokimane, Valkyrie, Corpse Husband, and half of Offline TV, pulling millions of viewers like it was nothing. The awkward giggle, the fake surprised face, the way he would always act like he had no idea people found him charming. Fans ate it up.
Oh, fuck. No.
This is right at the bottom of cafeteria.
I was
Okay, this is
saying,
meeting 1 of 3. So for the first meeting, we're just going to talk about where we all were. Second meeting, we'll vote. Third, we'll actually vote them all.
I saw Ludwig running away from reactor in that area.
Corpse, don't you start with me. Don't start with me, Corpse.
You know, I was on the cameras too. I saw Corpse on the body. I trust him.
Wait, I
wait,
thought you
what?
meant I was
I mean, not on the body.
I was like,
watching
whoa, I
the
was like,
cameras.
what?
Oh.
I was
Watching the
It's like,
camera, so he saw the
Wait,
body
where
and
is
stuff.
he?
I mean,
I was in reactor and Sykkuno was like there for a bit.
happening. I feel like the kill
Yeah.
happened too fast.
Lily,
for him to
I
make it
ran
through.
up to hit the top
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's why I.
Can you vent from cafeteria to the ship room
That's
navigation?
not Sykkuno.
Not directly, I don't believe. No, it's just
Okay.
outside of it.
No,
though,
I
I think.
think you can. I think you can.
Can you?
By 2022, YouTube came calling with a multi-million-dollar exclusive deal. He played The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. He was one of the most genuinely liked people on the internet. Display during narration. That's the context you need, because the fall hits different when you understand what was being protected. April 10th, 2026, 9 a.m. A VTuber named HemoMalVT posts on X. The tweet was 4 words and a link, exposing Sykkuno, a serial cheater, master manipulator, and dangerous predator. Within hours, it had 650,000 views. By the end of the day, over 20 million. The Google Doc she attached was 32 pages long, and it was detailed. Screenshots, PayPal receipts, DMs, and an audio recording. Here's what the document says happened. Sykkuno followed HemoMal on Twitter on Valentine's Day 2026. She reached out, and according to her, within 2 days he was already talking about meeting up in person, moving in together, getting a cat. 2 days. She says he told her he was single. She says he leaned into the whole romantically inexperienced thing. You know, the exact personality his audience had been watching for years. What she didn't know was that he allegedly had a live-in girlfriend he had been with since 2021. A woman he had been living with since 2024. So while this man is on Discord talking about getting a cat with someone he met 2 days ago, there is a real person asleep in the next room. 5 years. Now here's where it goes from bad to worse. The document also names a second woman, a VTuber called Elphilea, and her story isn't a 2-week thing. She alleges she had an on and off situationship with Sykkuno for 5 years. 5 whole years. The entire time unaware that he had a girlfriend. Whenever she brought up the topic of actually dating, she says he would tell her he was too busy with gaming. Too busy gaming. Meanwhile, he allegedly flew her to Paris in 2025 for a TFT esports tournament, paid for her food, her hotel, then after the trip, sent her 500 euros toward her apartment move. That's not someone who's too busy for a relationship. That's someone who figured out exactly how much effort to put in to keep someone around without ever committing to them.
Girlfriend that lived with him, and he didn't want her to hear, which, yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious now. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, right? Apparently, less than a month later, Sykkuno would randomly ask for PayPal accounts and DMs. He'd waste no time in sending money to me unprompted, something that I would later realize was simply a behavioral pattern that he employed with women he'd expressed interest in. I want to reiterate, I've never asked him for his money, and he did this on his own volition. He bought me both a gym jacket linked below and Resident Evil 9 because I'd expressed interest in the game. Obviously, yeah, there it is, asking for the PayPal. What's your PayPal so I can buy you games later? And obviously, there's the jacket as well that obviously he bought. Said a calculated pattern of love bombing and manipulation, and then said after speaking to Elphilea, who is another
HemoMal says this financial pattern was not random. She experienced it herself. Gifts showing up without her asking, a gym jacket, a copy of Resident Evil 9, money sent out of nowhere, what looks like generosity on the surface, she frames as love bombing. Deliberate, calculated, and the craziest part? HemoMal and Elphilea had no idea the other existed. They only found each other after HemoMal started connecting the dots on her own. How it all unraveled. The way HemoMal actually found out is almost too messy to believe, but here we go. A male VTuber reached out to her. When she rejected him, he started dropping information. One of the things he mentioned was streamer Bao. So, HemoMal reached out to Bao and told her she had a date planned with Sykkuno and was nervous about it. Bao told her straight up, don't go. Turns out Bao had posted a vague tweet the previous year, warning smaller female creators to be careful when bigger male streamers start showing them sudden attention. After that tweet went viral, Sykkuno's girlfriend had quietly reached out to Bao, asking if it was about her boyfriend. Bao confirmed it was, and she told her that multiple women had shared the same experience. Through Bao, Himomal was connected directly to Sykkuno's girlfriend. She shared her screenshots in a group chat. The girlfriend left without saying a word. She was too distressed to respond. 30 minutes later, Sykkuno called Himomal. His girlfriend was crying in another room of their house, and he called Himomal. That call was 17 minutes long, and she recorded it. In the recording, he confirms cheating on his girlfriend with Elphilea. He acknowledges what his intentions were toward Himomal, and when she tells him that his girlfriend didn't do anything to deserve this, he says, "And I want you to really hear this, but she relied on me to take care of a lot of things, and I still care about her." That was the reason Himomal went public. She noted in the document that Sykkuno had always been careful about keeping sensitive conversations off text-no messages, no trails. The call was the one slip, and she wasn't letting it go. Everyone else who came forward. Once the document was out, it didn't stop there. A woman named Lena said she dated Sykkuno between 2015 and 2019. She said she had tried to warn people about him years ago, and nobody believed her. Some of them got harassed for even bringing it up. A creator named Yu said Sykkuno followed her on X and started messaging her in February 2026. She said she clocked what was happening early and cut contact. Her parting note was that she was 18 and he was 34, and he was doing this on a massive scale. Someone described an encounter at TwitchCon 2022 where he asked her on a party bus what a happy ending was and then asked for her number. She gave him the number to a Domino's, which is honestly iconic, but that's beside the point. The document also alleged that some creators had already distanced themselves from Sykkuno behind the scenes because of whispers about his behavior. This wasn't something that appeared out of nowhere. People in his circle apparently knew something was off and just didn't say anything publicly. Valkyrie had to respond. The person everyone was watching closest was Valkyrie. She and Sykkuno have been close for years. They once literally lived together. When the allegations broke, she tweeted that she was disappointed. Then she went live and complicated the whole thing. She said she had already spoken to Sykkuno privately. She called him a cheater directly, didn't sugarcoat it. She apologized to the women involved. But then she also said she regretted the tweet and mentioned that she herself hadn't even known he had a girlfriend, which raised a whole other question about how long he had been keeping that secret from literally everyone around him.
Hey, shall we just get started? Obviously, elephant in the room. Obviously, yes, I did talk to Sykkuno, and obviously, yes, he did tell me everything. And obviously, yes, I should not have tweeted that I was disappointed yesterday because it just gave a lot of ammo to a lot of angry people. But yeah, he knows that I was gonna mention it today, and he told me everything. And yeah, I am disappointed, as I have been with a lot of my friends in the past, and I'm sure I've also been disappointing to a lot of my friends as well. So, you know, it is disappointing, you know, but what happened? I'm surprised. Some of you don't know, but yeah, he's a cheater.
6 days after the document and speculations took over the internet, Sykkuno released a joint statement on X stating, "I would like to apologize to everyone I have disappointed, most of all to my girlfriend. I am so sorry I put you through so much. I never want to make these mistakes again and hurt you and the people I care about. I was unfaithful, and I own and fully admit to that. I lied to people and told them I was single, which I know is not right. I'm sorry to all of the people that I hurt by doing this. My girlfriend and I didn't respond quickly because we were already working on our relationship and communication before this all happened. Having so much private information exposed to the public has made it incredibly difficult for us to heal together. But even while admitting he cheated and lied, Sykkuno made sure to draw a line which the internet says is pretty vague. The following is not an attempt to minimize what I have done. However, I have seen false accusations about me that are not true. I cannot allow false accusations and such extreme labels to be placed on me. The problem, however, was he never said which accusations were false, and that only made people ask more questions than they did before. Because if you admit to cheating, lying, and hiding a whole relationship, but stay vague about the rest, people will naturally wonder what exactly you are denying. Right under Sykkuno's apology was his girlfriend's. She started by thanking the people who had been checking on her, writing, "It's been extremely heartbreaking to learn everything I know now, and going through this has been one of the hardest things I've ever been put through in my life. I've been tossed around from all sides. Me and my reality have been continuously shattered." While everyone was focused on Sykkuno's actions, his girlfriend in her statement called out the women who exposed him, saying not one of them reached out to check on her. She even called the situation mortifying, as her worst fears were put on display and used for profit like a nightmare. This split the internet right in the middle, one side feeling genuinely sorry for her, the other questioning whether she was being used to soften the blow against Sykkuno. Although Sykkuno's girlfriend admitted to never wanting any of this becoming public information, she has since decided to stay with him and work things out. This left fans genuinely worried she was making the wrong move, and that Sykkuno was manipulating her. To round up his statement, Sykkuno wrote, "I will be taking a break from the internet and streaming to better myself and give us the time we need to try and improve our relationship." Sykkuno's girlfriend believes that things aren't irredeemable, but the internet thinks the relationship is doomed. Was the apology enough to kill the fire, or did leaving those accusations unnamed just throw more gas on it? Because the internet doesn't forget, and a vague denial has never once stopped people from digging.